this is my everyday handbag. I got this almost a year ago from the store Peacocks. If you're not familiar with them, Google them. Not sponsored by them, but they do lovely things. So it comes with an adjustable strap. I'm not sure if it's leather or faux leather because I didn't see any labels that told you. But it comes with these lovely front pockets with this lovely, almost like a belt buckle detailing. It also has a big zip pocket, no pockets on the back, but it does have a little phone holder and a little zip pocket inside. But the phone holder is not really big for a smartphone, so I don't really use it very much. So let's open the pockets. Let's see what we've got. This one is empty, but as you can see, these are just little magnetic clips. This one, ooh, oh, I can see stuff poking out. What's in here? Ooh. I have a few things. So we have a bunch of bus tickets, a little notepad, and a little pen that matches. These aren't Mickey or Minnie, by the way. These are at the pound shop. The little notepad is Velcro, and you open it up and it's got blue paper and pink paper, so it's quite handy if you need to write a wee quick note or jot down like a phone number or maybe the times of the cinema or something. I keep that in the front pocket of my bag because it's very handy to have. Got a bunch of bus tickets, so let's see where I went. Ooh. On the back you tend to get vouchers for, so we've got 2 for McDonald's and 1 for Burger King. Burger King ones are rare, I must say. So I spent £2.15 going into Glasgow, and that was on the 30th of the 10th of this year. Oh, again to Glasgow, and I went on the 21st of the 10th this year. And last one, the Burger King one, not sponsored by any of these companies, was a local trip from one part to the other, and it was on the 4th of the 10th this year. They all seem to be like the 10th of this year, the 10th month. So that was the front pockets with this lovely detailing, and they're magnetic clips. So now we're going to open the moon. So straight away we can see stuff. Okay, so Scotland for a while now have had a carrier bag charge introduced by the Scottish Government. So bags range from 5 pence up to maybe 8 or 10 pence. Maybe depending on the size you want for a carrier bag, I should say. So I found that I was forever purchasing carrier bags and they were bursting. They just weren't lasting very long, and I felt that I wasn't getting my money's worth. And I hate getting into Primark and paying for a paper bag to get wet and burst in the rain. Dude, I live in Scotland. It is cold and it rains a lot. Get back to having those white plastic bags with the Primark logo, because they were better than the paper. I know you're all for saving the environment, but you're not helping me out, because I end up having to toss away a soaking wet burst paper bag that I've paid for. So I went on a trip to Edinburgh, and my lovely partner Dee wanted to buy me a gift from the Scottish Parliament gift shop, because we were in the Holyrood Parliament. We're really into politics, must say. And so he said, roam free, meaning look about the shop, pick what you like. So I picked a Holyrood shopping bag. So it's got handles, it's waterproof, and it's got the, I don't know if you can see, Scottish Holyrood logo. Can you see that? Oh. And the good thing about this bag is it originally came in like a little carrier. Not a carrier bag, but like a same kind of waterproofy material, and it actually fits my Game Boy inside it perfectly. So it's been used for that, because this is lying about in my handbag, so I don't really need the wee cover. I take this everywhere with me, this shopping bag. It goes absolutely blinking everywhere with me, and it's super handy. I usually carry some spare carrier bags as well, but Lazy D doesn't have one of these bags because he thinks they're too womany. to Girly, and he ends up taking my carry bag. So I currently don't have any spare ones, but I just have my Parliament bag. I love this. It's one of the best gifts practical gifts I've ever received. Next up, we have another notepad and pen. This pen was given to me from Foster Carers for Scotland, which is something maybe I might consider if for whatever reason I wasn't able to have children, or if my children had left home and I was, still wanting to be like a mother to someone. So don't ever rule out fostering and adoption, because there's people out there that need a living home. So this notepad, you actually get 2 of these for £1 at the pound shop. The reason I have this notepad and pen is because if I'm doing like maybe work related stuff, or I happen to be going to an interview, then whilst I'm travelling, I can look at my CV. I wrote out my CV in it, and then if I think of any questions that the interviewer might ask me, I can write down the questions and then write down my response, read over it and prepare whilst travelling to an interview. Plus, if I want to write anything else, I can use the kind of back pages to write stuff. It's very handy to keep a notepad on you, because you never know when you're going to have an idea that you just can't wait to write down. Next up, we have a hairbrush with little diamond teeth, because who knows when you're going to need to brush your hair, make yourself look pretty. I mean, my hair could still be a total mess and David would still love me, but you could be going on a date or going for an interview and you want to look your best. I think this was out of either Body Care or Primark. It's hardly been used. Next up, we have my purse. This is such a cool purse because it is purple and pink, and it's 2 different colours of purple, as you can see. I think this is leather, not sure. This is out of TK Maxx. Don't remember what make it is. It's very, very soft, I must say. It's nice to touch. And you get 1, 2, 3. There's like 10 spaces to put cards, but the problem with this exact purse is one of the parts for you to put your cards in, or like your provisional driver's license card, when you put a card in it and you go to shut it over, it for some reason won't close the purse, it just bounces open. So I've actually put a picture of me and Dee in it, so every time I'm taking a card out or every time I go to the cash machine, if he's not with me, I'm reminded of this lovely time we had when we were out, and I can look at it and I can appreciate what we have together. It also has a bit where there's 2 kind of bits you can put maybe notes in, or any of the cards, or maybe train. What I do is, if I'm getting the train, I keep my one for the way out in my hand, trying not to lose it, and then the way back stick, the return one, I pop in here and I take it out when I'm ready to board the train. One thing I want to show you is, I got this year one of the new Scottish £5 notes, and then I thought it was so cool I put it in a frame, and then I opened a birthday card a wee while later and I got given another one, so I've kept that too, and my dad gave me that. And then recently I got an even brand new one, and I was like, wow, I really need to keep that. I bought something and was hoping she would give me change or an £5 note, because I was getting a taxi back, and she didn't, so I ended up having to go to the cash machine. But I went to a shop the other day and they gave me an even brand new one. I'm so excited. I haven't actually looked at it yet. This is what it looks like. So there's fishies, there's this little clear bit. You see my finger through it. Ooh. And then there's this side. Cool, huh? Dee didn't want me to bend it. I slightly have, because it's been on the back of my purse. But he wants me to keep it all pristine and stuff. Let's see. It's a grand time to get leave to live, it says on it. Oh, sorry, it's a grand thing to get leave to live. Nan somebody or another, 1893 to 1981. I'm sorry, I can't really read the name, so I don't know who it is. And then there's fish on the other side, and there is writing, but it's calligraphy and I can't read it. So that's my purse and new fibre. Oh, next up we have a receipt from TK Maxx, and I bought a body scrub. It's like a muslin cloth one, I think that's how you say it. It's charcoal and bamboo. You just rub it all over your body. You can use it in the bath or shower. It's brilliant. So next up, oh, we're getting kind of empty. This bag. We have a train timetable, and I live quite close to the train station, and it is handy so that way you can find out when the next train is, rather than having to go on your phone, call them, or Google, or even Safari if you're into Mac. So it's handy to have one of these. You can pick these up in your local train station. Next we have a little makeup bag. These were a gift I got last Christmas, and I believe it came in a set 3. I have no idea where they came from. Sorry. I think it says Adrian Vadi. No, I don't know. Adrian something or another. So I don't wear makeup every day, as you may have noticed. I tend to wear makeup on special occasions, and maybe if I'm going on a night out and I think maybe somebody will take pictures. I like to look my best, who doesn't? This has got the essentials in it, so let's go through it. Opening it up. Whoa, immediately stuff's popping out. So we have a Nivea Invisible for black and white, original 48-hour protection, little mini deodorant. You can buy these in Boots, Superdrug and Primark, which is actually Primark's where I got the very first one. You never know when you're going to need deodorant. A plaster. You never know when you are going to need a plaster. I previously had a paper cut, not had a plaster on me and blade. Yes, carry plasters, they're handy. Toothbrush, toothpaste. The cool thing about this toothbrush is you take the lid off, take the little brush, pop the end into the lid, and you've got an extendable handle. I've hardly used this one, but this is because you never know when you might get some food stuck in your teeth, or you might just want to freshen your breath, or you might go on a first date, or even staying at someone's house. If you're staying at someone's house and you don't need to lug a big toothbrush. This also doubles up as like a carry case. This one's out of Superdrug. I've had it that long the names come off it, but you can find them a lot of places nowadays. Speaking of Superdrug, Hands Gel is a must. This is a Superdrug refreshing aloe vera antibacterial hand gel, kills 99% of bacteria in seconds. But it's not long ago, so I've hardly used it. I use hand gel a lot, particularly in work. I use this if I'm in public bathrooms, or if there's maybe no soap. Fast action formula, kills 99% of bacteria. I use a lot of hand gel because I'm super worried about getting dirty hands and touching food and stuff. This one is also cruelty free. You can tell by the little stars from Superdrug. I'm dead funny when it comes to like hand soaps, because if they're not like blue, or say kills 99% of bacteria on it, I don't really want to use it because I feel it's just going to moisturise my hands and not actually clean anything. I opted for an aloe vera one this time because aloe vera is good for your skin. Next, before I show you what's next, if you're going to take medication, always read the instructions first and seek medical help when required. So some diarrhea tablets and some paracetamol. Because you never know when you're going to get period pain, oh, you probably will actually, a headache, sore leg, or get caught short on the go using some diarrhea tablets. So that's everything from a little handy makeup bag, and it actually fits all my bits and bobs in it. Let's see, what else do we have? We have some gloves and a torch and spare batteries for the torch. I'm going to explain why. The reason I have all 3 of these things is because of my job. If you're working at like 6 in the morning, it doesn't matter whether it's cold out during the day or roasting hot, you will all year round need gloves, because if you're going to work at 5:30 in the morning, it is very, very, very cold. So you need to wrap up like it's winter. So I have these in my bag all year round. And I have these for work purposes, which I'm not going to go into. Maybe I will one day. But this torch is also handy. If you can't see what's in your bag, then you can have a good rummage using the torch. If you're lazy like me and you can't find what you're looking for. So now I'm going to move on to the phone pocket. There's nothing in here. You could maybe put your keys in here. It's not big enough for a smartphone. And then this handy little zip right at the back. It's not too big. If you'd fit keys in there, maybe a lipstick. Ooh. We have what looks like a receipt. Where did I go and what did I buy? I went to Home Bargains and I bought an air freshener, a new toothbrush and a bottle of juice. Now the toothbrush and the cola are probably not two things you should buy together because juice can rot your teeth. Well, that's everything that was in my bag. This bag is big enough to hold your makeup bag, your brush, your notepad, purse, and a handy shopping bag. The reason I bought this bag was because I usually use the saddle style bags, and I was finding that I was cramming too much in them and I didn't want to ruin them by bursting them. So this size bag gives me these two front pockets, which are handy to have. This big pocket plus a little phone holder and the pocket at the back and this adjustable strap. And you know, you can fling it across yourself or you can just have it over. So that's everything that was in my messenger bag. Question for you guys, what do you keep in your bag?